Hi, I'm D. I review rums, and this is 1833. So what's going on, people? I missed a week or so between reviews, but first it's been bloody cold. Last week it was snowing in London, and I wasn't doing nothing in the snow. And then I was also in Edinburgh the week before, and this is where this rum comes from actually. I was in Edinburgh and I found this little rum shop. I don't know, rum just finds me. It's an attraction. We just find each other, we gravitate to each other. So it's a little rum whiskey shop. These guys, Cadenhead, what they do actually, they're quite interesting. So they work with a lot of distilleries, and they, so this one's from Panama, but they have some like Barbados and Jamaica, what have you. And what they do is that they work with single plot distilleries, get some rum made, then bring them to Scotland, and they're aged in Scotland, which is different because normally you obviously know most rums you drink are aged in tropical climates, which accelerates the age process. So even though this is a 9-year rum, I imagine compared to rums we normally drink, it would taste more like I'm gonna just guess here, at least half. So looking at 4-year-old rum, because it hasn't got the heat and the humidity doing all the extra work for it. So that was interesting. What I did ask, and I don't think I could really, don't remember them answering, because I asked them how they shipped over, because the way, if it came to an airplane versus sea, it makes a big difference. But from the conversation I was having, it sounded like there were more air freight more than sea freight, which is a bit of a shame, because the sea freight is a bit longer, and then when in the barrels and the swish around the barrels and the rough seas and what have you, more of the flavors come out the barrels. So that was interesting. But yeah, so this is the Cadenhead Panamanian rum, 9 years, single distillery bottle. I did buy another bottle from out there, and they have like an industrial size infinity bottle that they have. Like, I should have taken a picture, I can't believe I didn't. But they've got this massive vat, and it's basically an infinity. They said basically whenever they do some rums and whatever's not sold out, they just pour it in this. This thing was, I had a little sip of it, it was alright. It was strong, it was alright. Alright, so Green Label Panamanian rum, that's what it's called. Nothing special. Not think you'll find it anywhere else. Let's get it in focus. There you are. Cool. So I love that sound. Oh, you know what I haven't? You know what I didn't do? Hang on 1 second. Guys, it's been a while. Sorry, I'm off my game. Listen. Oh yeah. Cool. So off rip, scent, aroma. Okay. So there's a bit of a sweet smell in there. I'm definitely getting the sugars, but I'm getting more like a Demerara sugar, maybe deep dark sugars. Maybe a hint of caramel. Maybe even a little bit of chocolate in there. It's a lovely golden colour, and there are some great legs in that as well. Can you get that in the camera? You see that? Yeah, you're getting nice in focus now, isn't it? Yeah, you've seen that little piece. Yeah, it's good colour, good legs, smell strong, but there are also some flavours coming through from there as well. Let's give it a go. Oh, okay. That was, if you heard that, was my Bluetooth speaker that was on previously that just turned off. So it's quite light. It's a little dry. I always talk about dry. You taste it first, and it comes a bit. Let's start again. The first, there's two waves of taste of this rum I'm getting from this. So from the initial onset, it's a lightness. It's a little sweet. It's not overpowering, but it's a little bitterness at the back. So you get a bit of sweetness, a little bitterness towards the back. And as your palate sort of gets used to the taste, it becomes a little bit dry. So you sort of get that feeling. You know, when you have something like a dry drink, your mouth gets a bit watery. That's what's happening toward the end of the taste. So a little faint sweetness, hint of bitterness towards the back of it. Not really getting that. It's not a winter warmer. Not getting that ethanol-y sort of taste. It's actually quite easy to drink. The only downside for me is that bitterness. As the more I'm drinking it, the more that bitter flavours lingering a bit more. You know what time it is now, don't you? Lime time, baby. So let's give it a little squeeze, a little swirl. Let's see if that changes the aroma firstly. Not immensely. It's kind of neutralised some of those sweet smells I was getting from it initially. Yeah, so it's taking away some of the aroma. It's basically more of a flat aroma, nothing really peaking, nothing really standing out. Flavour-wise, so it hasn't lost that sweetness. That it's still quite light in taste. It's still quite sweet in taste. What the lime has done is take some of the edge of that bitterness that I was tasting before. It's made it even more of a more pleasurable drink than without the lime. But you know, I'm an advocate of limes. Lime just does something. Okay, so. Oh, and then you saw Laurent's nice little tag on this as well. Apparently it's 175. Oh yes. So when we were in the shop, the guy was telling us how long they've been around for. They were doing whiskies for 100 years, and they were hundreds. This is saying that they're 175 years old. The shop, the distillery in Edinburgh, opened in 1842. So they're over 100 odd years old. They actually come up to the 200 year birthday, not a million miles away. Definitely. Will I be alive? Hey, yeah, I'll be alive in 2042. Yeah, I'll be around. Hopefully, anyway. Yeah, so this is tagged. This was bottled in 2017, apparently. So this was 175th anniversary bottle, or an anniversary of the company. Okay. So recommendations. Right, this and I mean, most rums people tend to go through the usual Coke. That will work with this. I wouldn't recommend Coke. I would go more something lighter, ginger ale, maybe a ginger beer. Lemonade could work nicely. This is one for you. Maybe an apple juice would work nice with this. I think this would go with an apple juice. I think that would work nicely. If I was to have this again, I was going to mix it with something, not having it straight. Definitely go ginger ale over ginger beer, and I go maybe a lemonade, but I definitely would give apple juice a quick try to see how that works out. I think it will work very like a green apple juice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, are you following me? I'm on the TikTok, I'm on the Instagram, I'm on the YouTube, watch me on YouTube here. Follow me, 8teen33. Tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, and comment. When you comment, I read and I reply when I can. Yeah. So, scores on the doors. You know what we have? We have buy and keep, buy and enjoy, and nobody with it. You know what, sometimes I've got to just talk a bit more because I'm trying to actually think. I'm actually talking to you while I'm thinking about what I'm going to score this. And this is a prime example of me doing that. I'm just talking for talking's sake right now. Oh, it's a good rum. I think I'm gonna give this a buy and enjoy. It's not quite special enough to be a buy and keep hideaway, but it's definitely one, yeah, people come around, they'll be like, oh, what's this? You know, it's nice, it's a plain label, who's Cadenhead, and the little story behind it, so you could, you know, starts conversation, little tag on it as well. So conversational piece before you even drink the rum. And then they drink the rum and they'll be pleasantly surprised especially when you talked about how it's aged in Edinburgh and Scotland. So yeah, no, definitely. I'm settled. Definitely buy and enjoy. Cadenhead, green label, Panamanian rum. Ooh, what am I doing? Panamanian rum. Gotta get one if you can anyway.